to today's edition of Pegasus Test. On today's edition, we're covering Woodland Brutality 2023 Stage 6 Sniper Special Ops. So this is a nice, fun, long-range stage. What'd you have to do here? Well, you started out in a seating position on a chair, and you had some targets at about 80 and 100 meters. You had to engage with your caliber appropriate hits. In my case, intermediate, had to get 2 hits on the target, each target. Then you dashed over to a wall, ground your rifle, and you had a kettlebell you had to drop over the wall. Now you did have an option here. You could shoot from that wall to the targets that were out at about 400 to about 425, I think is what they were, and you had 3 targets you had to engage with each engagement. If you did not think you could engage those targets at 400 yards, you had an option to dash forward 200 yards to the exact same setup, another kettlebell, another wall, and you could make your engagements from there. So if you're a PCC guy and a little worried if your 9mm could arc fire out to 400 yards, you had the option of dashing forward. If you're somebody, which is very common here on the East Coast, where you just don't get 400 yards to shoot that far because it's a challenge to even find 100 yards, and you didn't want to take the risk, you could dash forward. But anyways, you sat there, you put your rifle down, you then threw the kettlebell over the wall and ran around and repeated that cycle for 4 times with throwing the ball over and running around and picking up your rifle, getting your hits. It's kind of a variation of the Highland games that made its premiere at Desert Brutality 21, and it seemed to be a staple of brutality matches in every match since then. So good stuff. It's a great test of marksmanship. Let's go ahead and check out my run.
Stand by. Quarter target low, center. Low edge. Hit! Hit! Low, half target. Hit! Safe and throw. Hit! Low, half target. Hit! Hit! Safe and throw, halfway there. Hit! White edge. Hit! Hit! Safe and throw, final throw. Hit! Hit! Left edge. Hit! Finish. Unload and show clear.
Okay, that was a fairly simplistic drill to the eye, but a little harder than you think. The Highland games are becoming a staple of the brutality matches, and they're more challenging than you look. You're lifting a kettlebell over a wall, and then you're maneuvering around it. You're constantly changing direction and doing those, so you can't really just sprint to a spot, sprint back, and all that. You're not getting the opportunity to really gain momentum. Anyhow, once you got that over, you made your shots. I chose to go with the 400 meter, even though with that particular rifle, I had never engaged anything beyond 200 meters. However, I was very confident in my zero on that rifle, and the Comp M5 combined with the Aimpoint magnifier, I felt it was well within the capabilities of the rifle. And once I figured out my holdover, which only took a few rounds, as you saw, once I had it, I just bloop, 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 got the hits, threw the ball over, run around, bloop, 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 gets the hits. Monopoding off the magazine definitely helped here. And I came in at a fairly decent spot. Not the best by any stretch of the imagination, but definitely not the worst. It was nice to shoot that far with the rifle, and it was nice to build up the confidence knowing that my red dot combined with a magnifier can reach out and touch like it needs to. Well, we hope you found this coverage of Woodland Brutality Stage 6 helpful and informative. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and tune in tomorrow for Stage 7, Fob Defense.